This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 719. Can't find a dream job? Create your own. Part 1 by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. And I'm Dan. I am your host and narrator, and I'm with you every single day, including weekends and holidays. And today we're going to have a little bit of a longer post from our friend Babauta of Zen Habits. So I'm going to read the first half for you right now, and then we'll finish up the second half tomorrow. So let's get right to it now as we optimize your life. Can't find a dream job? Create your own. Part 1 by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. I was once unemployed, and I know the debilitating depression and the feelings of frustration and helplessness that can come with that. I've been stuck in a job I hate, and I felt imprisoned, trapped doing work that bored me while following orders of others and helping them achieve their goals. Those times were less than ideal. In fact, those were some of the worst periods in the story of my life. Luckily, I rose above those traps, but I have to admit, it wasn't easy. The solution has been one of the most liberating, empowering, joyous things in my life. I wanted to share that little secret with those of you who are having a hard time finding a job or who feel trapped in a job you hate. Create your own dream job. Don't wait for someone to hand it to you. Don't hope that you'll win the lottery. Don't give up and consign yourself to a fate of misery and, worse, dullness. Create your job. It might sound far-fetched for some of you, while others have already done it, but it's very possible. Not easy, mind you. It takes hard work and smarts and passion and a crap ton of learning and a willingness to take risks and make mistakes. If that sounds like you, listen on. If not, stop listening. Your big idea. You might already know this, but if you haven't given it much thought, start to consider, what do you truly love doing? What are you passionate about? If you're lucky, you'll have multiple answers. If you have no answers, it's time to start finding things to be passionate about. If you have multiple answers, just choose one, or find ways to combine two of them. If you love sewing and Star Wars, sew Star Wars costumes and put them on Etsy. Don't be paralyzed by this choice. If it turns out this isn't what you want, then you can always start another business later. You learn by doing and making mistakes, not by analyzing every possible outcome and factor. This passion will become your dream job. This is how I did it. I love writing, and I love taking steps to change my habits and my life. I started Zen Habits just for fun, and it turned into my dream job. How to find funding. You need a lot of money to get started, right? Nope. I explicitly reject the idea that you have to spend money to make money. Sure, that can work. Or it can lead to a mountain of debt and monthly expenses that greatly exceed your income and possibly failure before you've had the chance to succeed. I started my business with nothing, $0. In fact, I had less than nothing. I was highly in debt and broke. I started with free online services. There are plenty. I used Blogger.com and Google AdSense and Google Analytics, but those are just a few examples. I refused to even buy my own domain until I made more money from my business than the cost of that purchase. I refused to pay for my site design or to use a paid host until I was making much more money than those purchases required. My rule? Spend much less than you make. It works for personal finances too. Actually, I didn't start with nothing. While I had no money, I had some pretty big assets. My mind and talents and hard work and life experience. Those translated into a strong business, it turned out. How can you start your business with nothing? I won't create an exhaustive list, but here are some examples. 1. Someone I know wanted to start a marketing business. She didn't need an office and staff and stationery. All she needed was her laptop. She had one. Her skills. She had the experience. Her contacts. She had a lot of them. And for people to know she was out there. And for that last bit, it just takes some marketing skills. Hit businesses up and offer her services. Network online and gain clients that way. If she has expenses for a job, she can charge those to the client. 2. My sister wanted to start a ballet school. I suggested instead of building a studio and being hugely in debt, she start by going to private schools and offering to create an after-school ballet program at the schools. Parents would love it. The schools would benefit because parents want services like that, and she has practically no expenses. 3. My other sister wanted to become a personal trainer. I encouraged her to start in her home with minimal equipment, or go to her clients' homes and businesses, or do outdoor boot camps. She did, and is amazing at it. 4. Love to play video games? Start a site where you show people how to become elite players. offer coaching. 5. Hear that on tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled Can't Find a Dream Job? Create Your Own by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. And thanks to Leo, who is a great guy with a really unique story of being an overweight smoker and then becoming a vegan, losing 65 pounds, and becoming a marathon runner and business owner, all while having 6 kids. Leo is originally from Guam, but later moved to San Francisco in 2010, and you can see him featured in the Netflix documentary Minimalism, which is a topic that he covers regularly on his blog. So for a lot more, you can come by zenhabits.net, and thanks so much to Leo for letting us share his work. But that's it for me today. Hope you have a great one, and I'll be back here tomorrow where we're going to pick up with part 2 of this post and where your optimal life awaits.